They legitimize their actions, and they are complicit. When they stoke and contribute to hate speech.
Governor Gretchen Whitmer responding to the news that militia members were planning to kidnap and kill her as part of a plot to overthrow the government. It was a huge operation involving not only the Michigan State Police, but the FBI, both of Michigan's U.S. attorneys and the state attorney general. They say the militia groups have been on their radar since early this year. They attempted to get the home address of local law enforcement with the goal of attacking or killing them. They say the group began training for an attack on the governor's vacation home over the summer. The governor is hoping this will help a divided nation set aside some of its differences.
Just last week, the President of the United States stood before the American people and refused to condemn white supremacists and hate groups like these two Michigan militia groups. Stand back and stand by, he told them. Stand back and stand by. Hate groups heard the president's words not as a rebuke, but as a rallying cry, as a call to action. When our leaders speak, their words matter. They carry weight.
The federal government has charged 6 people in the plot, and the state has charged 7 others. More could be coming because this is an ongoing investigation. State police and the FBI arrested the suspects in a series of raids around Michigan starting last night. One was in Munith in Jackson County, another in the Charlotte area, and one in Livingston County. Fox 47's Rachel Sweet has the details from Heartland Township.
Now, this is the home of the raid that happened Wednesday night in Heartland off of Lansing Avenue. Now, I talked to nearby neighbors who say they were home during the time of the raid. They say they were woken up by police cars, bright lights, and military vehicles. They say that they never expected something like this to happen in their community.
It's really scary to live in a community that you thought you were going to be safe. You know, I mean, I've lived here for almost 5 years, and I've never thought that something like this would happen.
Gary Hovsepian lives next to the home that was raided. He believes the people who live there moved in less than a year ago and says they kept to themselves.
They just seemed like a regular, family. Blew me away when I heard what was going on.
There were people inside the home where Rachel is reporting from. They did not want to talk with us. The 2 suspects arrested in Munith were arraigned in Jackson County District Court this afternoon. Investigators say the driving force behind the plot was the governor's executive orders issued to help slow the spread of COVID-19. Today, the Senate voted on bills reinstating some of those policies. Lawmakers on both sides of the Senate chambers are condemning the plot against the governor. Keep in mind, this comes just months after armed protesters filled the Capitol. That's something Democrats have tried to change, but the Capitol Commission hasn't acted on. However, Republicans say a gun ban inside the building wouldn't have stopped an attack.
The only thing that I should be concerned about when I'm pushing that button is what I can do for their families and how they feel about what I'm doing. The last thing I should be concerned about is intimidation or my own safety.
I would ask, if we truly had 200 people storm the Capitol with guns, do you think a sign on the door would have stopped them from entering? I seriously doubt that would have changed their behavior.
There's new information coming out about this investigation nonstop. You can stay caught up on fox47news.com. Here's where things stand right now. A total of 13 people are charged in the plot, 7 in state court, the other 6 in federal. 12 of them are from Michigan. The other man is from Delaware. They've been on the government's radar since earlier this year, and investigators say they met in Dublin, Ohio in June to lay out their plan to kidnap and kill Governor Whitmer and set up their own society based on their interpretation of the Bill of Rights.